Welcome to Early Bird Picker. My name is Rafa. I'm a reseller. Come with me today as we go thrifting at several Goodwills. I'm changing up my routine. I'm going at a completely different time of the day. Let's see if I can bring about some luck at going a different time of the day. Let's get them. Pretty nice Red Wing King Toe. Super nice condition. Looks like we'll be paying $14.99. Pretty similar condition I've sold for $70 and $85 with shipping and free shipping. That's a good deal. Doc Martens are really trending right now. These aren't just the super best condition. Let's see what we'd be paying here. At $5.99, I'll definitely be picking these up. Missing the insoles, but I'm still going to take a chance on them. I don't find Doc Martens that often, so at $5.99, I'm going to take a chance on these. Got a pair of Ghost 13s here. I believe the current Ghost model on the Brooks Ghost is the 14. They're missing laces. I've got laces at home that I can add. Other than that, just need a little bit of cleanup on the midsole and be paying $5.99. That's going to be a buy as well. Paying $5.99 for the Ghost, and it looks like we should be getting around $49 to $50 plus shipping on that exact identical pair. I've sold this this model of the New Balance a whole lot of times. This is the 928 V3, which I do believe is the current model. It's always important to see what size this one is. This is a men's 9.5B. I'm probably going to pass on these. A 9.5B is a narrow for men, and not to mention, it looks as if, yeah, something to be really careful of. This shoe is normal here, the left one. The right one has a lift added to. You can see just quite a bit thicker, like almost probably about a ½ inch that's been added to this shoe. So definitely be really careful about that if you ever see kind of orthopedic shoes. Sometimes that happens. The Doc Martens is the Conrad model. Only one is sold for $60 in much better condition than mine. I might get some of that Doc Martens like shoe, like leather cleaning, basically to restore the leather and see if I can restore mine. It's a strikeout on the women's shoes for the day. They haven't changed much since yesterday. Came out of there spending $30 in total for all three pair of shoes, hoping to make about $150. So $50 for the Brooks, about $70 for the Red Wings. That's $120, and then I'm going to say about $30 for the Doc Martens, just because the condition is quite a bit lower than the sold comp. But $30 into $150, I can totally live with that. So with those New Balance, I'm not sure I would describe the situation very well for you if you're not used to selling shoes or just seeing like such a kind of odd thing added to a shoe. Sometimes people have leg length discrepancies where one leg is shorter than the other. Often it's usually just a matter of a few millimeters, and so what people will do is put a little insert inside their shoe to make up the difference. But a significant leg length discrepancy is like a ½ inch, an inch or more, and so in that situation they'll take their shoe to like a cobbler or somebody who will actually modify the shoe. That shoe is going to be really hard to resell, and it's probably unlikely that anyone buys it at Goodwill for a really long time if they notice that that shoe is probably about a ½ inch thicker on the base than the other shoe, because that would really throw off your hips if you didn't need that. So just thought I'd throw that out there. It's something that you might find out in the wild. Very rare. It's the first time I found it in 5 years of picking shoes, and so just be aware that it does happen. Checking out some Keen hiking boots that they're asking $14.99. The exteriors are in pretty good condition. Unfortunately, when I got them home, the insoles were mismatched, which is kind of odd, but I don't think that'll be a stopping point to keep somebody from buying them. Based on eBay sold comps, I'm thinking I can get about $50 plus shipping for these Keen hiking boots. These are the New Balance 860 V9. The current version is the V12. So this is a 3-year-old shoe. They're wanting $8.99. With the condition of the exterior, I should still be able to get pretty good money for these shoes. Unfortunately, the ink on the tag is nearly rubbed off, but I'm just barely able to see the size so that I'll be able to resell them. Gonna be paying up on this, but this is a Mr. Christmas for $20. Musical Pathway bells. Comps are going for about 75 to like upwards of 100. And let's see if it's new. It looks like it's definitely been opened. I'm gonna open it to make sure it's all there, but $20 in to get like $80 out, that's worth it to me. I went ahead and decided to get these New Balance shoes. They're pretty nice on the upper, the outsole's pretty nice. What's interesting, it's always interesting to me when you can hardly see the size, and so that definitely means that the shoe does have quite a bit of wear, or a fair amount of wear, but they just managed to keep the upper and the outsole and the midsole in really nice condition, just wear on the tag, but it's still enough there that I can see it. For this shoe in this condition, I'm looking to get probably between 40 and 50 bucks. I'm picking up these Keens. This is the Tarhi boot, and comps on this one are pretty good as well. Hoping to get at least $50 for these, paying $15 for this pair and $8.99 for the New Balance. Awesome news on the musical Pathway bells. It is going to be new open box condition. You can see there's the packaging for it, and then they're still wrapped in plastic on the inside. So I don't know if you can see that, but I don't want to open it too much because then it won't be new open box condition. All right, so at this last stop, spent a total of $48, $20 on the Mr. Christmas, $9 on the New Balance, and then $15 on the Keens, and looking to get about $170 total from this stop. So far, I've spent $78 and hoping to turn that into $320. Turned out to be pretty good. Let's see, what is today? Wednesday. I definitely don't specialize in reselling Christmas stuff, but I do know, I'm pretty sure that Mr. Christmas is a pretty good brand, and looks to be the sell-through on that particular brand is on these particular lights are really good. Very few listed, with a lot of sell-through, and especially with this being like a new open box condition and it being, let's see, today's December 1st, it should sell really well. I was really tempted to take photos of the Mr. Christmas while I was in line. The lady in front of me, it looked like she was decorating for her house for Christmas. She had her cart just full of other Christmas stuff. I'm surprised she didn't grab these lights. Anyway, I was really tempted to take photos inside the store, since I'm just gonna be taking photos of the box for the listing and see if I could get it listed and sold before I even left the store. That's always kind of a fun challenge, but unfortunately, because the box is kind of big, I'm gonna have to get it home, weigh and measure it, and I couldn't just guess on the size. But I'm hoping to get that listed today and sold before in the next 24 hours, so get it on to somebody so they can enjoy it for Christmas. Only in Oklahoma. At my third Goodwill, let me show you what I found. Found these Nike Shox. Nike Shox are getting to be somewhat collectible. These are from a while ago. You can just tell based on the tag, and the year is 2006, so not quite vintage. They're going to need a little bit of cleaning up, but overall the upper's in pretty nice condition. They are $14.99, but I'm going to take a chance on them just because I've sold Nike Shox, and whenever I have them in the past, they sell really fast. So at that last Goodwill, I spent $16 and hoping to get 40 on those Nike Shox. Didn't find anything else at the store. They had a ton of really nice shoes, but they were marked at like $25, and I just can't see paying that much for most shoes unless they're just really valuable. So far that puts us at the last three stops, $94 in and hoping to get $360 out. So basically quadrupling my money, which for me, that's really good. And I've only been thrifting now, let's see, less than 2 hours. And so now to get home and list the stuff. So I just want to talk about, sometimes you just really got to change up your routine. I've been kind of in a thrifting rut. I rely heavily on going to garage sales, and it is the first week of December in Oklahoma, and finally garage sales have started to die down. We're really pretty blessed here in Oklahoma, as if you're a reseller, that garage sales go just nearly year-round. People even have them in the freezing cold, but for the most part, where you look on your you know, if you have the treasure map, yard sale treasure map by Craigslist with all the dots on it, there's like a dot or two for this coming weekend, not very many. And so I'm having to start since I'm doing this full-time, start relying on going to thrifting more to get my inventory. And I've been kind of, like I said, in a thrifting rut where I just have gone so many times in the last couple weeks and just come out empty-handed. And I really thought I had figured out like the schedule of when the workers put out the new bins of stuff, the new clothes, new shoes. Shoes is what I primarily source, and so I really thought I had narrowed down. But I thought to myself, I'm going to get up and go first thing right when they open, and that really paid off big time today. I got way more stuff than I've gotten in a really long time. I'm super happy, and I'm gonna probably just change up my routine and go in the morning right when the Goodwill's open to get, you know, the first grab. I didn't really think that they restocked overnight, but maybe when they get there in the morning, it's possible that they do. Maybe I just don't have it as figured out as I thought I did, but all I know is I'm really happy with today, and it's possible that if I'm gonna be starting to do more thrifting for getting my inventory, I'm gonna go first thing in the morning right when they open, and then again like later make a second pass pass in the afternoon or even possibly later in the evening. Earlier last week I did have good luck on one day going like at like 5 in the evening. And so but anyway, I just want to encourage you, if you're thrifting and you're kind of in a rut like I was, you've got to change something, do something different in order to just try to bring some more luck to you. So I hope that's helpful. I'm going to go ahead and cut the video off here. I think that's pretty good with all the sourcing that I did today. I'm really happy with what I got. I'm going to not go to the restore rack. Thank you so much for watching my channel and supporting me. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see all y'all on the next video.